What's up, family? Hope all is well. I've been getting a few people through social media asking me questions, and just quite a few people here and there talking about the NFL and my viewpoint on it. In all honesty, I'll be real. I personally find it disrespectful to not acknowledge the flag of our country and what all it represents, or the history of it. So someone inboxed me, hey man, they found an article where someone was on the side of maybe we should create an all-black NFL. I don't know about you guys, but I've read enough in the past and kind of went to school on the right days to know that that's called segregation, So enough people fought for this unity that we have, this freedom that we have, and this is civilian side and military. A lot of lives were lost over what we have today. There are problems within our country, and there's just kind of like a right and wrong way to go about it, But segregation, I personally don't want to go back to the days where, where I was blessed enough not to have to live. But, I saw the pictures where it says all whites, all blacks, restrooms, water fountains, restaurants. So as time is passing, where we are right now, you really have to evaluate what do you want in the long term and come up with a malleable plan that will get you there. It can't necessarily be too static, because if you say, oh, well, I'm going to get point A to point B this way, this is the only route there may be some detours and some blockades. You might have to go around, but in all honesty, not playing for the NFL is not going to stop anything from happening. You know what I mean? Like, stand up for what you believe in, but there's a way to go about influencing change. And I think embracing that hatred that you have, or disdain, or whatever is inside of you that you're feeling coming from the opposing side, you're only adding fire to the fire, fuel to the fire. You're fighting fire with fire. Like, it's mindless. At the end of the day, everyone's going to end up burnt to char. I mean, simple as that. We've got to come up with a better solution than this, because this is not the way to go. There's enough going on in this country right now that this is kind of like, I'm not going to say the least of our worries, but there's definitely a different way to go about it that doesn't end the way that this is going to end, So I'm not against, people standing up and speaking for their rights, but do that outside of, the context of disrespecting our nation's flag, because a lot of people died for that flag. There's a lot of history to that flag, and what this country has and offers for everyone, regardless of age, race, sex, it can't be beaten any other country. Otherwise, you would have moved out. We have people moving from everywhere else in the world to here. We visit other countries in order to experience their cultures and go back and appreciate what we have. So to have the audacity to disrespect our nation's flag, it's abhorrent. Like, so any of the social media where there's negativity coming from it on that end, I'm probably going to block it, because it's not something I want to see. I got a lot of pride in our flag. Regardless of, you may not agree with our leaders, you may not agree with the laws, but I promise you, you won't go to any other countries where you don't get it right. So, just keep your head up, family. Keep everything positive, and leave a comment. Respond with the video, subscribe and share. Let me know what you guys think. All right, whether you agree or not, I'd like to hear it. Peace.